Tushar has to plies where as elsewhere we are given to understand. You're most welcome to stay on with us. But Sudarshan Reddy has spoken with News 18. Let's listen in.
मैसेज आज का क्या है आपका
मैसेज ऑलरेडी दे चुका हूँ। हाँ। देश के लोगों से जो प्यार मिला और जो सिविल सोसाइटी का रिस्पांस है और आप सब लोगों का जो कोऑपरेशन है, इसके लिए मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ और मैं आप सब लोगों के आभारी।
आपके उम्मीदवार कह रहे विपक्ष में जो वो कह रहे हैं कि उनकी जीत होगी राधा कृष्णन जी की,
वो और क्या कहेंगे? मेरी जीत होगा वो कहेंगे क्या? ये भी कोई सवाल है क्या?
नहीं, आप क्या कहेंगे सर? व्हाट इज योर होप? कितने होपफुल हैं?
आई एम मोर देन होपफुल दैट आई एम गोइंग टू विन दिस इलेक्शन।
आपने पिछली बार बातचीत में कहा था कि आपकी जीत होगी, अगली बार जब आप बात करेंगे तो उपराष्ट्रपति से बात करेंगे, हमसे बातचीत में
बिल्कुल बात करेंगे, वो तो कल बात करेंगे ना।
देखिए बिल्कुल राधा कृष्णन
That conversation, Neeraj from News 8 in India having that conversation and saying Sudarshan Reddy ji had said कि अगली बार बात करूँगा तो as vice president. So it's good to have that confidence. Will the numbers back? Now, what would you, let's ask our guests and of course Zaka, if the NDA manages 440 plus, would that be a serious victory despite them coming back, the BJP coming down more than 60 plus seats from their 303 tally? So because the last time around the numbers we put out, it was 522. Before that it was 516. So this time if they get 440, will that be a significant gain despite their own numbers coming down?
What it means is that there are parties in the opposition camp or there are MPs in the opposition camp who've cross-voted in favor of the NDA candidate. Vice versa also, if the opposition number, if Justice Sudarshan Reddy's number comes below 318, again it means the same thing. Certain opposition MPs have cross-voted. Now, I'm not a big fan of, things being secret, but for better or for worse, this is a secret ballot. Rasheed, Kidwai, that's the process. That's how it has always been.
Vice President election is a very curious mix of conscience vote and of course, the worldly wise sort
party
of functioning
loyalties.
of party loyalties. So therefore, I will not be Zaka, I will not be personally, I will not be surprised if the opposition numbers actually come down because worldly wise, gestures make a lot of difference. But ultimately, Zaka, I mean, this is more in TV studios with due respect that what is the numbers, it's the outcome that determines everything. As long as, the NDA candidate wins over 100 votes or so, I think things are going to be fine.
You will say, can we just call up those numbers from 2022 and 2017? Jagdeep Dhankar ji, when he won, viewers, the number was, if I remember, 522. Now, have a look at these numbers. So, it's about 528. That was the number for Jagdeep Dhankar, and Margaret Alva ji had about 182. But this was a time when the NDA perhaps was at its strongest because of BJP at 303 and some of the others, and overall the tally was very, very strong. They also had a lot of the allies who voted and they came in, and the opposition perhaps at its weakest. Now, if we go back a little to 2017, in 2017, the BJP was at that time at 282. So, we had Venkaiah Naidu ji at 516 compared to 244 for the for Rajmohan Gandhi. Gopal Krishna Gandhi. So, Gopal Krishna Gandhi. But 516. Now, in this one, if you look at the current numbers, what are the projected numbers? And let's come to that. It's the BJP at 241, at its weakest between 2014 to now, Anand Ranganathan. And also the number of allies within the NDA, some of them stronger, some of them weaker, some of them abstaining, some of them moving over to the India bloc. So there is a reshuffle of the numbers, and perhaps this is the time when the INDI bloc looks the strongest at this point. Can we have the current projections, today's ones, if you can put those numbers? And that's the, now here if the projections are at this point, the numbers if you look at it, 437. So nearly 440 is what the NDA is projected to win. Close to 320 is where the India bloc is projected to win. So 437 and 318. If the NDA holds on to this 437, Anand Ranganathan, or inches closer, because there are 15 independents, etc., who are sitting on the fence. Now, if they swing that and if they reach 450, would you believe that this is a stronger win than 2017 or 2022?
It's a double-edged sword. I mean, it's a stronger win, and you can see over the last 1 year the kind of decisions that Mr. Modi has taken. Many are saying he appears to be stronger than what he was when he had majority, and that is a normal, I would say, human psychology, that when you have good, large, bulk support, you take decisions that you possibly wouldn't have if you did not have that support, even if you were in majority. So yes, I take your point, but the other fact also, please remember, is that despite unbelievable acrimony between Didi and Mr. Dhankar when he was the governor of Bengal, it was the TMC that abstained, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
So, that immediately removed almost about 80 to 90 or possibly more, votes from the opposition last time round. So, 430, 450, it doesn't really matter. I agree with Shiji. I think it's a decent number. And if at all there would be a cross voting, then Mr. Radhakrishnan would win by a bigger margin.
No, it's the messaging. It's the messaging कि दो फाड़ कहाँ पे है, Fishers कहाँ पे है? Is it within the India bloc or is it within the NDA? PM Modi has tweeted Zaka about the picture about him voting. He's casting his ballot and also signing with in front of the polling agents. But your thoughts on these numbers and how it plays out?
Look, like I said, the conversation that Payal and I had, I will make it public after the results come. But I have a feeling there will be significant. Like the secret ballot, it's a secret chat. But the contents of it, I promise I shall divulge the moment the results are made official.
What are the contours that you can divulge? Just repeat.
No, these are fruits of power, actually.
I think that number for Mr. Radhakrishnan will be well above 450, simply because there will be significant cross-voting of opposition MPs in favor of the NDA candidate.
Zaka, these are fruits of power. So this is not surprising. Actually, any political party that is in power or an alliance government, they always have this, capability and capacity to increase numbers, particularly when there is secret ballot, when there is conscience vote, and when there is worldly wise, political parties. So it's a combination. I will not be surprised at all. But what I'm saying is, it is not going to make much difference. Of course, it will make difference if the opposition member gets more than what it is, it is expected to win. But government getting side getting more votes, I will not be surprised.
So Rasheed ji के लिए विपक्ष टूटे तो खबर नहीं है, लेकिन सरकार टूटते हैं, सरकार, if there is a fissure there, then it is a bigger story. Yes.
I think Rasheed ji, with due respect, is already trying to cushion the realization that if the cross voting happens, then no doubt it would be embarrassing for the India alliance. I mean, of course, if you have, let's say, 30 to 40 votes that have gone the other side, then people have to explain why even during secret ballot, when you were expecting things to go your way,
अंतरात्मा की कमी होगी.
Still have got to check if Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge have turned up for voting. We'll try and get an update because they were supposed to come by 10:15. Soon after the Prime Minister leaves. Prime Minister's left about 20-25 minutes ago. Kharge ji was on his way. We have not got pictures of Rahul Gandhi leaving. But we do get to see some of the other MPs moving. There's an older picture. We got Kangana Ranaut walking past the frame. Some of the other leaders have also walked.
So the word is that Rahul Gandhi came back from Malaysia last night. So he will show up in Parliament. He will vote. When, we don't know. I mean, Congress reporters also don't know. But he will show up and he will vote because he's come back from his holiday. Rasheed, Kidwai.
So it's time till 5 p.m. I think it's good to, 6 p.m. So it's good to vote early, but it's still, as long as you are there to vote, it's fine.
Okay, PM is already en route. He's left after voting. He is after posted. Now he's left for Himachal Pradesh. He's scheduled to reach Himachal Pradesh and do an aerial survey of the flood affected areas. And by about afternoon, by about 1 p.m, he's supposed to be in Himachal. And then later on, by about 4 p.m, he's heading towards Punjab. He's going to do an aerial survey of the floods in Punjab and then address a rally and a gathering in Gurdaspur. So he's just put down a tweet where he said that leaving for Himachal Pradesh and Punjab to review the situation in the wake of floods and landslides, the government of India stands shoulder to shoulder with those affected in this tragic hour. So,
for me, the fascinating decision that the NDA made to choose Mr. Radhakrishnan, couple of factors I think were at play. Obviously, Mr. Radhakrishnan, traces his roots all the way back to the RSS. What Professor Ranganathan was making that point as well. And I think the signaling also to the Sangh was that, look, there were issues in the 2024 election. We were not necessarily on the same page. Now we are picking your guy so that, we're back on the same page after Haryana, after Maharashtra. So I think it was a signaling there, number one. Number two, for me, what was absolutely fascinating was, before you get to the Tamil Nadu election, which is middle of next year, you still have the Bihar election, where, you know, one of the allies who's holding up the NDA 3.0, this is like a do or die battle for Nitish Kumar. I mean, I frankly think, you know, this is going to be the hardest fought election for him in the last 10, 15 years that he's been in power. But the NDA has chosen to sort of, it's like Super Mario, right? You jump over the hedge, you go to the next election, because either you're confident that you've got this ally locked in and you've got this election locked in, and the opposition, where again, to be fair to Rahul Gandhi, he was there in Bihar for 15 days, right? He was in Lankavi for 4. So
Arunima has an interesting update. I'm just seeing it. She says that Swati Maliwal could be an extra vote in the NDA kitty.
Possibly.
She's an MP, so she may just
Antaratma ki awaaz.
She may just vote.
No, so the point I was making was the NDA went with a candidate from a state where, frankly, you know, as of today's situation, the BJP is probably not even the top 3, top 5 parties in that state. But they're making a statement. They're making a political statement. When the Prime Minister goes to campaign next year in Tamil Nadu, he will say that, look, we have sent a son of the soil from this state to the second highest constitutional position in this country. Like he keeps saying about the Sengol, right?
But Zaka, your formulation is very high on optics, but very little on
But politics is about optics.
No, substance. No.
Sir,
I'm saying
if politics is not about optics, then what is politics about?
We'll exchange notes when...
In fact, if you were to do a word puzzle, Rashid ji, optics, in the word politics, POLITICS, the word optics is contained in the word politics.
I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, for the BJP, it is more important to have some kind of alliance or have this thing understanding with captain or something like to be relevant in Tamil Nadu electorally. It's not that, candidate or victory of vice president is going to make a material difference. That's my understanding. But I think it's very important how BJP fights Tamil Nadu election on the ground.
Even if it is symbolic, and I agree with you, it might be optics, but optics counts for a hell of a lot. I mean, why are people, ranting about Rahul Gandhi going off on a holiday to Lankavi? It's about optics. Nobody is saying he doesn't deserve a holiday. It's about, if you're leader of the opposition, the optics of you, in the middle of a fight, going off to holiday for 3 days, looks bad.
Not really. It's a matter of perception, actually.
I mean,
no.
What material difference does it make? Please tell me in the vote in Bihar, or in the vote that is happening
Rahul Gandhi
today.
does, whatever Rahul Gandhi does, because he's a public figure, he's a polarizing person also. There is no way that he can satisfy, a lot of people. So whatever if he takes a, 15-day yatra, we say, he speak too early, electorally speaking, in election-bound state, where, the Congress is not a number one party. It is actually Tejaswi's election. We keep bringing Rahul Gandhi to the fore because Rahul Gandhi is the Congress party there since 1989 has not been in power.
Professor Ranganathan, you can please weigh in on this. Look, I'm very clear in my head. In 2029, Rasheed, are you telling me that the fight is not going to be between Mr. Modi and Mr. Gandhi?
Probably yes. Yeah.
Then own up to it, na? If you're saying you're leader of the opposition, you're shadow prime minister, and leading a rally in Bihar for 16 days where you are numero uno, and then you're saying, no, it's not Rahul Gandhi's election, it is Tejaswi Yadav's election. Come on.
No. What I'm saying is that Rahul Gandhi's perception in public life, it's there are people who like him, there are people who don't like him. There are...
No, but that's the case with Mr. Modi also. People like him and people don't like him.
So it's all about... So he cannot satisfy, he cannot cater to... He's entitled, to my mind, he's entitled for a 4-day holiday. Why not?
I'm just asking a simple question.
If he has a busy social life, it's good for him.
Payal has just put this update. 22 trucks of relief material dispatched by the BJP Delhi government for flood impacted areas in Punjab that have already reached Jalandhar in Punjab. And Javeer Shergill, along with the district BJP president Rasheed Sharma, General Secretary Ashok Sareen and others, seen at the relief material control room, from where items like sandals, sanitary pads, medicines, mosquito nets, drinking water, folding beds, utensils will be dispatched to all districts impacted by floods. My question, Dr. Ranganathan, is Punjab Congress was always in power.
They're also doing it.
It was a strong thing. Should from Bihar Rahul Gandhi not have gone straight to Punjab before the Prime Minister goes there? Yeah. If you are looking at the optics part and saying we are far more responsive than the government of the day, and especially when you're taking somebody like the Prime Minister on and you believe that you deserve to be the Prime Minister of the country, He may go whenever he chooses to go, but I'm just saying the optics, does it not matter that my first flight out from
I
Patna
definitely agree with
is
you.
to-
It's an
is to
opportunity
Punjab.
missed. He should have gone to Punjab.
From Patna to Patiala straight, I would have gone. I would not have gone anywhere else. I would have gone to Punjab and I would have spent 2 days or 1.5 days on ground just meeting a few people, being there before I take a break or voted here and then taken a break. I'm just saying, planning the optics, is it not important? Is it not significant, especially when you're trying to send this messaging that I am the
You're
alternative to the
jealous.
current leader?
You are jealous.
I'm not, sir. I'm looking at him. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan.
No, a couple of points out here. I think it's a fantastic discussion and a sign of our times that we've become so cynical that we right now rightly believe, it is absolutely true, that optics plays a huge significant role in politics right now. And Zaka is absolutely right about the leapfrogging the Bihar elections and, choosing something in anticipation of the Tamil Nadu elections. Because let's remember, of course, I'm being very cynical out here, so I apologize if I'm I hurt somebody's sentiments, but the fact of the matter is that Bhupen Hazarika ji was given Bharat Ratna just before the Assam elections. You had Pranab Mukherjee who was given Bharat Ratna just before the Bengal elections. So optics does matter. It matters to Narendra Modi, no doubt about it. So this is perplexing why he is leapfrog Bihar elections, as Zaka's question is very valid. But also let me now turn to Rahul Gandhi. I'll take 30 seconds. Rahul Gandhi also believes in optics. I mean, you've seen him plowing fields, you've seen him knee deep in water, you've seen him driving tractors. But here is the tragedy. We are collectively talking about and praising people who are doing flood relief, whereas we should have concentrated more on politicians who should have implemented policies that would have prevented floods. This flood in Punjab is because of mismanagement of both center and the state when it comes to taking care of embankments, when it comes to the doors of the dams being opened at the wrong time. All those things have been mismanaged by politicians, and now they are winning brownie points through optics by, knee deep in water and distributing relief. This is the tragedy of our times.
No, that's true. But that's where
Absolutely.
again, that's where again,
I think Dr. Anand is
optics.
absolutely
No, totally
spot
agree.
on.
That's
Yeah.
where again optics come into play. That what was not done is forgotten, what is being done is being seen. So it's again comes back to that. It's a tragic reality. The other part is those canals that have been built and canal systems that have been built for Punjab and Haryana could have been built for other states, and had the Indus Water Treaty been put in abeyance long time back, and the interlinking of rivers would happen. But we are digressing. Let's come back to what is linked to the polls today. The ballot boxes. The votes are being cast. A significant number of votes, we are given to understand, have been cast, Zaka, and by 6 p.m. till 6 p.m. this evening.
There's voting till 6 p.m.
6
and then they start counting. Because it's paper ballots and you have to count 700 plus, 750 plus, I think it'll take at least a couple of hours. So don't expect the results before 8 p.m., maybe even 9 p.m. Before the results are
The
finally
possibility of confusion between the Reddy and Radhakrishnan. So can people stamp the wrong R and come back and say, oh no, I made this mistake? Let's ask
there
the
is
R
no-
in the studio.
So there is no EVM there, so there is not going to be allegation
There are
of
two
vote
Anands
choring.
out here.
No, there is also another R in Ranganathan there. So, oh yeah.
So I think there is not going to be any confusion and all, and paper ballot is there, so there is not going to be any allegation of EVM being not functioning properly or anything like that. I think it's going to be very simple outcome. And
Okay.
Zaka, I don't think counting 700 votes would require 2 hours. I think it will come much.
I think
early.
it takes a couple of hours. Anyway, we'll take a break, but our coverage continues on the other side. It's 1 hour into voting. There's another 6 plus 1, 7 more hours left of voting for the vice presidential election. Only MPs can vote, both from the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. There are 767 of them who will be taking part in the voting today.
And there's no whip.
And there is no whip, so they can vote
It's all
whichever
your
way they want.
conscience, antaratma ki awaaz.